Hi guys, welcome to this video. So I'm going to try and shoot this video all in one go, so it's almost live. So what I'm going to look at today is graphite shine and see a few different pencils which we can try to eliminate it, and some tips I guess. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a 6B normal pencil, a Mars Lumograph pencil. So let's see, I'll show you the effect that we get. So as you can see, I press quite firmly into the page. You can see, hopefully, that it's really shiny. You can see the shine there. Okay, and as you go over that, so if you look from the side as well, you can see the kind of really bright shine. So if you go darker, you'll get a kind of even worse result. So it will make your blacks look really shiny, and it could take away depth from your pictures. So what I'm going to do now, so that what people normally recommend is using a charcoal pencil. So this is charcoal. So we can see the difference. So there's no shine at all. But the problem with charcoal, as you can see, is because I draw on a board upright, what happens is I get this dribble of charcoal. Okay, and then you can blow it away, but sometimes it leaves a residue going down your page. And the only other drawback with charcoal is that it doesn't stick to the graphite. So if you was to try and draw over your graphite, your darkest area with graphite, with the charcoal, sorry, you won't get it. It won't stick. It doesn't adhere to it. It doesn't stick to it. So that means you'll have to plot out your darkest darks first if you're going to use graphite and charcoal. The only other thing with charcoal is, as you can see, is it doesn't sharpen. So you can't use a traditional sharpener to sharpen charcoal, because it just crumbles. So you've got to use a knife or some sort of other tool to get around that. So what we can do is we can look at these Staedtler Mars Lumograph Black pencils. So this is the Mars Black, and that's a 7B. When you go up to 9B, you do have problem sharpening. They do break a little bit in the sharpener. So the 7B seems to hold quite well. As you can see, there's no shine, which is great. So it's blending graphite with carbon, I believe. So it kind of eliminates the shine. The only thing is I found is it does go over the graphite, the normal graphite pencils. You still get a shine even if you go over the top of it. And the other thing is, the only other problem I've noticed with them is it doesn't blend too well. They don't blend, so you can see kind of the white texture through the page. So you can still see the white of the page. So, and even when you blend, they don't blend 100%. Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. They're definitely a good thing. They're definitely much better than using just graphite by itself. We've also got the Conte pencil. So I believe this is pretty much a charcoal pencil as well. So you get the same results. It's just a different brand. So the first charcoal used was the Derwent one. Again, but this one is, as you can see, I get the same sort of dribble down the page. So my other solution is the Faber-Castell. These are fine liners. So these are actually a pen. I'll put a link in the description for them. But I use these sometimes for the pupils of the eyes, any really dark areas that you know are going to be dark and they won't change colour. The problem is with these is you can't erase them, so they're a very permanent solution. Charcoal you can sort of erase to a point. Graphite you can get rid of that. That's where I went over with the charcoal. So there is limitations with them, but they are very, very good. I do recommend using these for any kind of certain blacks that you know you've got on your pictures. They also come in a small tip as well, which I'm just trying to find. So they come in a lot of different sizes. There we go. So I've got a smaller tip. So these are great for pupils of the eyes and anything like that. So you do have limitations. The Mars Black are very, very good. I definitely recommend getting a set for your arsenal to have as a kind of material to use, especially if you don't want to commit to using a kind of felt tip or a kind of a fine liner, so to speak. Again, charcoal for me, I get this, especially when I'm drawing upright. If you're drawing flat, you might not have that so much of a problem, but I really struggle with this. And then you try and blow it away, and you're kind of always left with residue on the page. If you don't mind that, but if you're someone like me who likes to try and have a clear page, and by the end of it my fingers are all dirty and then I've smudged the whole area. But yeah, definitely look at all of these options. So the Mars Black is very good. It goes over the graphite. Charcoal doesn't go over graphite, so you need to plan where you're going to put the charcoal beforehand. So you've got to map out your darkest darks. The Faber-Castell, the fine liners, they go over anything. So that will go over the graphite, it will go over the Mars Black, it doesn't go over the charcoal, and it doesn't give you any sort of shiny results. The shiniest thing we have here is the 6B. It just depends on what you want, guys. So if you really want to go dark, and don't forget, when you have your colours, your depths, your blacks, as dark as you can go, it really brings out your pictures, and it really highlights it brings out the depth of your work. So if you have something that's a shiny mess, then it's not so good. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's let me know what you think. And you can pick up. I'll put a link in the description for all of these, and you can pick one up and see what you think as well. Thank you.